Hello, wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. I greet you all and I welcome you all to another episode of the Biafrans are going. There's a video making rounds on the internet. There's a lot of write-up. There's a lot of back and front over the meeting of the northern groups. They call it a coalition of northern group. They don't wake up from their sleeping slumber, whether they are Hausas or they are Fulani, but the fact still remains that they are northern group. This later, Sunday Igboho and his Yoruba freedom agitators or Yoruba nation agitators submitted to Prime Minister of UK. Don't cause serious gbege. I tell you, it is now before they are not serious about this disintegration of Nigeria. They think Nigeria will remain the same forever. But as it stands now, the Yoruba, the Northerners now don't they run helter-skelter. They don't they call secret meetings up and down, left, right, and center. The reason is that why must they give a Tinubu power, and now Tinubu's kinsmen want to disintegrate Nigeria? So that means what Biafrans have been saying since is just all a joke, or just the joke. But anyway, we're gonna hear what they talk. But the bottom line is that the Northerners now don't wake up from their sleep. They don't know, say, man, Yorubas and Hausas now have already agitated to move away from the country. But the question that remains for them to answer is this. They said they are not prepared. These people have hold the highest power as long as Nigeria is concerned. Whether before, during, and after independence, they have been the one that is controlling the affairs of this nation. Yes, you can go and verify. If I am wrong, please correct me. But the Hausas have hold the most highest power, both in terms of presidency, in terms of vice, in terms of chief of staff, in terms of minister of petroleum. Even as I'm talking to you now, a northerner is the minister of petroleum, NNPC. A minister of NNPC, which is Mele Kyari. But they say they are not prepared for Nigeria to disintegrate. You go to their place, they hold the highest power, and they have the highest unemployment, highest out of school children, and the level of poverty there is stinkingly smelling. The other day, one of the governors of the Northerners came out and said that the poverty in that northern part, out of school children, lack of education, that it is being caused by themselves. Nobody caused it. And it is true. Look at the Southeast. Southeast does not believe in government. They don't even depend on government. That is why you see every Tom and Jerry, every Okeke and Okafu must surely do one thing or the other to make sure that they liberate their family from the scourges of poverty. But in those people, no. They must wait for government. Even for them to buy toothpaste, government must intervene. And that is why you see the poverty in that area is they say, when they say somebody is stinkingly rich, this one now, their poverty it is smelling. It is appalling. I borrow this language, you. If you laugh me at the comment section, I will block you. Anyway, let us go straight to the reason why we're here this morning. There's no point. There's no time for frivolities. Biafra update. Biafrans have shown readiness to leave Nigeria, so North must prepare for possible separation, says Professor Luga. This message is being written by an Hausa man, Abubakar Luga. He's a prof. Before, they thought the Biafrans were joking. Simply because Sunday Igboho went and submitted a letter, now they see now, they call it now a gang up, that the Southerners, the Southeast, Southwest, and South, and the South are ganging up against them to separate. Power tussle. Let us proceed. Professor Sani Abubakar Luga, the 5th Wazirin of Castena, urged the northern region to prepare for the potential secession of the south amid ongoing calls for restoration of the independent state of Biafra. All these things they are calling, you will not see they call any Yoruba nation. You will not see them now call that Sunday Igboho submitted letter to this. No, the only problem they have is Biafra, because Biafra is the only area that have stopped them from colonizing Nigeria, colonizing the Biafra land. Stop them from Islamization. Stop them from Fulanization of the agenda of Osman Dan Fodio. Let us proceed. Speaking at an event organized by the Coalition of Northern Groups, which is CNG in Castena, Lugar emphasized the risks the North might face if it remains unprepared for separation. He warned that the lack of unity among Northerners in defending their interests could leave the region vulnerable if the South breaks away. Contrasting this with the determination of Southern secessionists like the Biafrans, Lugar reflected on his historical concerns about the fragile amalgamation of the North and South. Fragile amalgamation, in quote, underline that word, fragile amalgamation. Noting that early Nigerian leaders were apprehensive about the union's stability, he highlighted how the tension between regions remains unresolved, arguing that the Northerners or North's survival could be at risk without proactive measures. His remarks have sparked discussions on social media, with Nigerians debating the implications of potential separation and regional preparedness for an uncertain future. Here are the comments that follows this broadcast. Ayodele A. Sonny said a headache for the northern Nigeria once they heard that southern Nigeria, Oduduwa People's Republic and Biafra want to break away from them. I would advise them to join their kinsmen in Niger Republic if they don't have a country again. The narrow auto press said, this is why intellectualism is key to nationhood. Just imagine how beautiful with this professor disposition is on issue of secession, on some regional agitation against the backdrop of some foolish elders in the north who are disastrous to fight with their last blood to stop the Biafran from seceding from Nigeria. Truly, they say illiteracy is a disease that needs to be cured. Ifeanyi Ago Toko, the fact remains that separation will definitely see the light of the day. We have not fared well in any aspect, and truth is we are not getting better. Emotions should be shelved at this point in time for the reality to take its rightful place. Enough of faith, hope, and positive talk. Nigeria was never meant to be a nation from the onset. The earlier we realize this, the better it will be for all of us. Ibe Joseph, okay, separation is not suspension. If I knew what independence means, Nigeria gained independence from Britain and still have relationship with them. Thus, Nigeria ambassador to Britain and vice versa. Serbia, separation from Montenegro, and they still have their relationships. Sudan and South Sudan, American from Britain too, etc., etc. So why all this pressure and drum of war, Mr. Prof? Talk like a learned one. You claimed if Biafra comes, it takes a visa from any person to go to any side. Stop bloodshed. Stop drum of war. I so submit. Lambaz Nwachukwu said he actually spoke the truth. We must continue. Biafra must come. Ugunna Nnemeka said that the truth is that we have passed through hell in the hands of Nigeria and T-Pain. We must be grateful to God Almighty for having led us to this point. We are going all hell Biafra. Osinachi Ibe said this is facts. It is not time to argue or debate. It is only to prepare for the exodus, because as for it, it must surely happen. God's way, Orachuku said this is true. Go and prepare yourself, because Biafra have divorced Nigeria. Long live the Biafran people. Frank Okwi said the true talk of separation remains the better solution. Nigeria never favored anyone except the North. Yet, the North are the one also crying up to this moment. God have mercy. Fabian Ugu said that the Northerners survived on the blood of Biafra for ages with their wickedness, oppression, and the terrorism. Biafra need rest. Because hey, this one say his own bam the way it is. He said Biafra need rest. Because Maxwell Bernard said that all Nigerians are being locked up in a cage by wicked and selfish politicians. We must fight for our freedom and go our separate ways. Anyway, your own personal opinion. Onwume Siriakusu say Luga is a philosopher to the core. Biafra exit from Nigeria remains sacrosanct. Enough is enough for this marginalization against the South, coupled with severe hardship from Asuwaju's administration. McTony Nwachukwu said, Prof. Sani Luga, separation should not bring enmity. Rather, it will bring competition and growth. As simple as that. Every region will be competing. To make sure that their region, their own country is far more better than the other ones. I wonder why all this competition. Look at Europeans. They trade among themselves. Germans drive British vehicles, French, etc. While British buy French and German vehicles and all the rest. So they supply food to each other. So Prof. Sani, nothing to fear about. It's them because they know what they have done to the Southerners. That is why you see they are afraid of all this exodus. They know what they have did. They know the blood of the innocent Biafrans they have shed. And they are afraid that when Biafra get their independence, that Biafra will turn against them. My dear, we are not like that. Despite the fact that we're not supposed to forgive you people, but let bygone be bygone. But we are going to bygone to defend our territory. As simple as that. Ugochukwu said, yes, we are ready to leave Nigeria since we are accepted or we are not accepted. This stuff, Nigeria, is very disheartening. Emeka Ngene said, yes, get prepared because we Biafrans are going home. Owabe said, not, better prepare because we Biafrans are prepared to leave Nigeria. Victor Okore said, Russia president, please, we need you to take this, to make this come to pass, my dear. Koyekudatin. Ojukwu said, all must hear Biafra. We are not going back. It is either Biafra or death. My dear, nobody is going to die. Igwe Dominic said, our God is good all the time. All hail Biafra. Acho Onyi Brazil said, we Biafra is ready to go because Nigeria have messed up. Ifeanyi Chukwu Michael said he came late. I think they said that the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. My dear, unity of Nigeria now is negotiable. Ndubisi Madoka said, I think separating the so-called union is the best option for now. We are not one Nigeria and we can never be. Oil in the southern part is what looks like is keeping us together. There is no love. Unite among each ethnic group. In fact, the foundation of this country, or whatever they call it, is faulty. John Ahamefula, Nigeria should let Biafra go. That's the only solution. Bombo man said that word, variable, is scary. Egu coach said, Oga, you have spoken well. Theodore Chibuzo said, all must help Biafra. Benjamin Ihejirika, God bless you for your truth. Easy Omunnakwe supported. I'm not concerned about the entire North, rather the Hausas. Oriogo Igwebike John, he has spoken well. Chika Anthony, referendum is the only solution. All must help Biafra. Chimezie Ihe Jieto, all help Biafra. Mike Edmond said, whether Nigeria likes it or not, Nigeria can never be the same anymore. Enough of all this. After the separation, we can still do business if they agree to or disagree with the Biafrans. The worst mistake Nigeria will do is to attack Biafrans. Let us separate in peace. Ene Anthony Chukwuka said, Freemason Nnamdi Kanu, our God sent. Okeke Machia said, please, I think before the amalgamation, North and South, there is an agreement made that after 100 years, any part of Nigeria who wants to be on their own shall do so. And why all this wahala? Please, allow Biafra to go on their way. It is a constitutional matter written and signed. Anyway, my people, now you go take back break. I beg, like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Okay, Messiano.